I'm Spencer.
And I got the giggles.
And this is The Edge.
The show that matters.
And we're here to talk about H1Z1 and why we hate the term. Or I should say I hate the term beta. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
I'd like to hear one.
Eric, the producer, isn't with us right now. He turned into a ghost and he's helping women make pottery. So, technically, H1Z1 came out this week, and it's in alpha.
Yeah, it's like in that little, it's like a Steam test
Right.
thingy. Whatever.
So, to get into it, it's supposed to be a free-to-play game, but to get into this early build, you had to pay either $20 or $40.
Yeah, I'm not fucking doing that.
So,
I was gonna check it out, too. I got the computer for it now, and I was like, yeah! No.
So,
So,
that being said, it has what we call a DLC with it that a lot of those free games have, where you have to pay for it. Usually, that equates to skins, different cosmetic changes that you can make to your characters.
correct.
This game has a feature where you pay $5, which is like 500,000 or whatever PlayStation bucks, however that works.
Or Steam Bucks or whichever.
It's like the PlayStation currency that they got, or Sony currency they got going on. But
just currency.
you buy whatever the currency is in there. It equates to $5 in real money.
Gold
and
dollars.
When you do that, it creates a crate in the sky that drops onto the ground.
Airdrop.
Is what they call it.
Right there.
And it drops to the ground. Everyone's made aware of it, and inside of it are pretty much what I've heard always guns.
Provisions,
and then it always has weapons, which is the point of contention with a lot of gamers right now.
Uh-oh.
Because the whole point of the paying for things was that it wasn't going to affect how you win. It's called pay to win.
Yeah.
And apparently Sony's kind of ditching that idea with this game and going, if you got $5, you can get a weapon. Now, that being said, it's an airdrop that anybody has access to.
Yeah. So just because you paid for it doesn't mean you get it.
Which could be another problem.
Which is another problem.
But
I did hear they're actually issuing refunds. Sony and them are actually. Is that the next bullet?
No. But you're right. They're offering full refunds to anybody who bought it.
They're like, hey guys, like, I'm sorry. Right. And the thing is, right now is I feel like it's Sony Online in Entertainment.
I think so.
I think the thing right now is they're trying to make sure they stay in everyone's good graces. So if they fuck up, they're quick to backpedal, which is good and bad because they could be second guessing something that's actually a good idea.
Right.
So
this one was not, but yes,
this definitely wasn't. They flat out said that they weren't going to offer those kinds of things, and bam, airdrops.
But I think this almost related, but it kind of ties into a problem that I've had with PC gaming in particular that's really bleeding into mainstream gaming today.
Why? What's that, Spence?
Well, the game's in alpha, and you force people to buy it if they wanted to play it. So
why? What's that, Spence?
So it being what it is, it's got bugs. People can crash. People can do all that stuff. So can we review a game that's in alpha? If this were 10 years ago, I'd say absolutely not. Why would you review a game that has clearly not been finished?
Yeah.
That being said, in today's gaming environment, we get a game like Assassin's Creed Unity, which wasn't finished when it shipped, and people paid full price for it.
I'm still remembering those images. the bug eyes.
Right. So, when is a game finished?
Well,
is a game finished when you still have a price on it?
Normally, when it's certified gold, it's finished. But I have to agree with you. I feel that attaching a price tag to a game that is not yet completed, defeats the purpose of the investment. Because I'll tell you what, if I bought or paid to get access into this game, for instance, I can tell you right now, I would not pay to have the full version. And that was kind of the problem I ran into with DayZ. Yeah. Back when it was like just pure Arma and then you go to DayZ.
Had so many good memories from that game. I loved it.
Yeah, but it had a ton of glitches and all that stuff. It wasn't a finished product. I'm not gonna to invest in something like that yet. No matter how much fun everyone's having. Like I hear, just like what Spencer said, yeah, it's all totally fun, great time, had a ball. That's fine. But you can't help but feel as a consumer that you are being cheated out of something. I mean, well, it's your fault. You bought the money for it, or you bought it. You spent the money on it, but it's still something that. Let's put it this way. It's like the same concept people said with pre-ordering. Stop pre-ordering games if they're bad or if they have a history of being bad. It's the same concept here. You're essentially pre-ordering.
Right.
But you're paying for it probably again because we don't know what the price range is going to be when H1Z1 comes out. We don't know if they're going to be like, oh, people who've already played, you get a discount. It's only like $5 more, whatever the case is. So that really like raises the question, like, are you that interested in playing a game that isn't even finished? Is that what we are as a culture?
If they offer it for free,
yeah,
which is
right?
what they used to do.
That's what you're normally supposed to do because
then that's fine.
Because everybody's winning.
Right.
If you offer for free, okay, the player base are getting to play a game, buggy, sure, but they're not invested in it, so they don't mind playing it. And then you have a company who literally doesn't even have to worry about quality assurance. They literally have you do it. It's the same concept that freaking OS Maverick uses for Apple users, for instance. They have them fix their shit.
Right.
As opposed
it's supposed to be the community and the publisher, developer, whatever, working together to make it work. But it also raises another question that I kind of already asked, but can you review a game that's in beta?
No.
I say, if you have to pay money for it, absolutely. As a reviewer, it's your job to inform people that are going to spend money if what they spent money on was a worthy purchase. So if you are selling your game, even though it's not done, I should have every right to say, don't buy this game, at least not yet, because it sucks. It's not ready.
Well, here's my thing, and maybe this has relevance. I just thought of this now. Don't judge me. Can you honestly say you're a boxer, right? Say, hey, you got a match set up to fight Floyd Mayweather or something, right? Fine, whatever, right? All personal opinions aside, okay? Say you're geared, you're ready to go, you're 100%. You know he's at 40%. You beat him. Can you honestly say he's a bad boxer?
No, I don't think so.
That's the thing. Can you say it's a bad game?
You can tell people not to get it. You can't.
Maybe the analogy doesn't work, but I want you to think about
and
it.
You can tell, and you should be telling people who are going to see the boxing fight.
But
not
is that
to watch
fair
it.
to them, though?
Absolutely.
They shouldn't have put a price. In my opinion,
if they're putting a price on it, I think it's fair game for the market.
If they put a price on it, like because this right now is experimental as fuck.
Right.
If they put a price on it, it's their own fault. But as far as like the reviews coming out for it, it's not finished yet. Is my thing. Would you review a movie that's in theaters that like the film rips on, or the film reel rips? Well, we don't use those anymore. But
if you're making them pay money to see it, because there's games that have been in beta for years, and they just say, "Well, we're in beta, you can't judge us." But they still have people paying money for it. And they put in-game. You have to buy stuff in-game for it. So really, at what point should we be allowed to review a game? Because if you want to even get further than that, like I was saying, a lot of these games aren't even ready when they come out. And now we have patches
day one.
Months.
For the most part.
Weeks after. not
you, Dragon Age. Love you.
So I just thought it was an interesting thing to think about as to what we should maybe start labeling these. I think it's
cash-ins.
I think our system is currently a little bit broken from what it used to be.
I see where you're getting at. I just feel like it's, in my opinion, I feel like it's a little unfair. Maybe I'm just biased looking from the developer's perspective. I'm not looking from the publisher. I'm looking at the developer. And I don't think it's fair to knock their title already. Because like literally it's like in some cases it's good and evil coming together to produce a product.
Right.
You know? Like EA, for instance, one of the most hated companies in the world. It actually is. It's weird. Okay,
Ubisoft's almost there.
Right? Ubisoft, I see you creeping. Say you have EA and then you have DICE in the case of Battlefield. Okay, when Battlefield 4 was released, it was buggy as fuck. But DICE was like, hey, we're going to work on the bugs. We're not releasing the DLC until we get the bugs taken care of. And that's literally the good, and then you have the evil. in that regard. I don't think it's the developer's fault. If the developer was like 100% on board for all their decisions, then fuck them, right? But in those cases, that's a reason why there's a separation of power of work here, is because the publisher does the publishing, the developer just develops the shit. They make the product, they got 'em, and the publisher markets it. So yeah, it's probably the publisher's fault more than it is. So Sony fucked up, motherfuckers. But
It's an interesting debate.
it is what it is.
I'd be curious to see where we are in 2016 with this.
Oh, that's next year. I'm an idiot. I'm like, yeah, in 5 years. Dumbass.
I'm Spencer.
And I'm Justin. And make sure you comment below and let us know what you guys think about, well, fuck, just about games that come out and they're not done. Is that fair to the consumer if you have to spend money to play them?
Yeah. And if you like listening to this, make sure you subscribe and like the video.
And let us know that you liked it.
Thanks for watching.
Bye! Thanks for watching. It's fucking terrible. Yeah, that's an interesting little thing. Oh, shit. Damn it.
What?
Oh, remember what we talked about last week? We wanted to do like an opinionated thing? More controversial